It's not right. It's not fair. Come on.
Over there.
Isn't that Shania Twain?
Baby.
Okay, we're done. We're moving on. I strongly regret singing that.
Why?
Because you don't even know the words to Shania, I guess.
I know them in her presence. Okay.
Anyways.
Anywho.
We have a July monthly scoop. That's all we seem to be doing is one episode a month right now. So, but we're going to have to change that because we have things like Barbie.
Yeah.
And Sound of Freedom.
We might need to just do... Honestly, there's so many good movies coming out. We just might need to do like a double feature or something.
Whoa. Good movies or movies? Let's say movies.
Good movies.
Yeah, I don't know. Either way, let's start the show. Hello and welcome to the Strive Nation podcast, the podcast where we talk about the monotony of daily life. But hey, that's okay because sometimes that's exactly what you need in this crazy world. My name is Cory Estreen, and as always, I'm joined with my constant co-host and fiance, Taylor Huff. How are you doing this evening?
I am hot.
You're hot.
Yes.
Oh my gosh, last night I thought I was going to die.
I know, me too. Worst sleep ever.
Yeah, that was horrible. So our AC in our apartment died or something, or I don't know.
Who knows?
AC things. It was like a consistent 81 degrees throughout last night. I'm just lying naked on the top of the bed, just like only source of comfort was my body pillow.
Yeah. Oh, your body pillow.
Yes.
I didn't realize I'd made it into the bed with us last night.
Yeah, and it's like, why didn't you open the windows? Well, for one thing, the windows don't have any screens, and all the bugs would have came in, and no thanks.
I know. After I said it, I realized it was a mistake.
All right. Well,
better now.
Has everyone been doing okay the last couple weeks? It's been very busy, been very hectic, working retail and stuff. I don't have a whole lot of time right now.
Summer's coming to an end already.
Yeah, things just go. That's just how life is. Things go, and we die, and then...
Oh my God. Freaking morbid. No.
I just had to throw that in there. Okay, but we have the July monthly scoop. There's a lot of just weird stuff going on this month.
It's a wackadoodle.
We're gonna give you some stories that you may not have heard of, but nonetheless, they're important to us here at the Strive Nation podcast. All right, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking a bourbon espresso martini.
Yeah, that took so long to make. I would never have the patience for that. I mean, she even went down to like chilling the glass with ice and water and stuff. It was, I don't know.
Don't be a poop and freeze your coop. Would you like to try?
Nope, martinis are gross.
I think you should.
Martinis are quite disgusting.
Come on.
Nope.
This is the greatest thing ever.
No. No.
Oh, so good. My sister was in town last weekend, and we had a couple of really good espresso martinis. And I'm about to be on another espresso martini kick.
Well, good. That's good. That you can more for you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
They're so easy to make.
Well, yeah.
What are you drinking?
I, on the other hand, have something between a latte and a cappuccino we haven't decided yet.
That one's a cappuccino. That one's a latte. There's less foam. A latte. Latte is milk.
You want to try? It's not bad.
Italian.
It's not bad.
So a latte has more milk. A cappuccino has more foam. Yeah, pretty solid.
It's pretty good. I like it. It's a nice alternative to like straight up coffee.
Yeah. Cory's learned how to make lattes now.
My life has been forever changed. I love the frothy milk.
Which means now you can make me
milky,
lattes.
milky.
You gotta make it.
You gotta make it weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Wouldn't be a podcast without it.
That is correct. It is yummy. It's French vanilla in it too. Yeah, not bad. Okay, let's pause the show. Go get yourself your own cappuccino latte martini thing combined. Yes. Get right back because we have all the stories for you. Before we start the show, make sure that you go right now and follow on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Strive Nation Pod for all the coolest content on the internet. And for you visual people, head over to YouTube and smash the subscribe button and like every video to show that you care. But first,
upvotes and downvotes.
Yes, indeed. Upvotes and downvotes. Not just one, but both.
Whoa.
Yes. What is your upvote?
My upvote is I bought the Ninja creaming.
Woo! Creaming some ninjas.
It's the best thing ever invented.
Yeah, no, it does fruit bowls and smoothies and things. It's kind of an ingenious device. I will admit, the quality of life here at the Estreen household has significantly gone up over the last week.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now I can make protein ice cream and eat it for breakfast, which I have been doing. We made chocolate milk into ice cream.
Yep.
We turned peaches into sorbet. Oh, man, that's what I should have done. I should have frozen some, like, watermelon and then put in the creamy on sorbet mode and then added tequila.
Yeah.
Missed opportunity. Would have been like a
there's
frozen...
always time. It's okay.
That's
true.
True.
It's not going anywhere.
I know. Yeah, that's my upvote. I love the thing. It's amazing.
Yeah, good on you. Good on you, kiddo.
Thank you. What's your upvote?
So both my upvotes and my downvotes have to do with work, as they normally do, because that pertains to, like, what, a third of my life at this point or something?
Pretty much.
My team is so good at my job that I don't have to do anything.
What do you mean you don't have to do
I just
anything?
tell them what to do and they do it, and then I don't know what to do because they do everything for me. I like that.
Wow.
It's very nice. It's almost like I trained them well or something.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's quite other than half of them quitting yesterday, but
Oh, okay. I thought only one quit yesterday.
It was just one. It was just, and it had nothing to do with me. Okay.
Okay.
It had nothing to do with me. So don't you fret. I'm not an overlord.
You sound like an overlord.
Yeah. Well,
my employees are so good. I tell them what to do, and they do everything.
No,
and
see,
I sit there, and I don't have to do it.
If I sounded like an overlord, it'd be more like 9.
Wow, that was aggressive. I'm so sorry for your ear holes.
Yes. Yeah, submit to the shit Stoffel.
No words.
Okay, what's your downvote?
My downvote. 4th of July weekend, we had a blast, right? Except for the fact that I bent down to put my shoes on. I stood up and I threw my back out. And then I decided to be a real numbchuck and still go whitewater rafting, despite everyone saying, that's a really bad idea, Taylor. But I did it anyways. And it was all fine and dandy until our guide took me out and I fell out of the raft with him.
Yeah.
I didn't fall out. He dragged me with him.
You're so accident prone, too.
I know. And then we went to man-made whitewater rafting and the whole bottom was concrete. So now I have concrete burn all over me. So that's my downvote.
Very nice. You get hurt a lot. That's your downvote. Great.
Yeah. Nothing new here.
Excellent.
What's yours?
My downvote is that I'm working 9 days straight without any reprieve.
Whoa.
Yes. I did it to myself, though, because we have a very, very exciting time next week where my parents are coming and we're going to spend some time in Gatlinburg. Mm-hmm. Yes. But, yeah, I had to throw all of my regular off days towards the end of the week. So, yeah, this is a long one, but it's okay. All good things in the end.
You'll get through it.
Yep. All right, let's get into the July monthly scoop. We're going to start it off here with Barbie and Oppenheimer.
Yes!
Okay.
I would like everyone to know that Cory and I made a bet and he lost the bet.
I did.
I said Barbie was going to outperform Oppenheimer. He didn't believe me. He said he'd never heard of Barbie until I brought it up. And guess what? Barbie effing destroyed.
Yeah.
Huh.
It did indeed.
That's all I got to say.
Okay, well, that was it. Okay. Anyways, a lot of, like, controversy and things around the Barbie movie. A lot of people have a lot of different opinions. There's a lot of different elements of the movie that make it seem one way, or you can interpret one way while other people interpret another way. It's like people on the political cultural front are, like, waging war using the movie against each other, even, like, claiming that the movie's this or that. Either way, we're going to eventually have a review on the Barbie movie because I think there's just probably so much to talk about. And
sure.
Also, like, it's something to be really easily opinionated about. So we'll leave that to when we do our review. Oppenheimer is more of, I just heard, I know I haven't seen it, but I heard it's something to behold in the theater that you cannot see it unless you see it on 70mm film.
Yes.
Because of the sheer sound, I guess, and scope of the movie.
Yeah.
It's so loud when the bombs go off in the movie that the neighboring theaters can hear it.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, the problem is that it's selling out like instantly, the 70 mil film, so it's like might be a wait to get it unless you're willing to go at like 11 p.m. midnight.
And it's a 3-hour long movie too.
Yeah, so it's long.
It's
so
long.
yeah,
I'm so excited to see both of them.
yeah. So lots of movies to see. On Rotten Tomatoes, you have Oppenheimer sitting at a 94% fresh,
Ooh.
92% audience review,
Nice.
and the Barbie movie is sitting at an 89% fresh and 86% audience review, which is actually really good considering the controversy of the movie.
Yeah.
But as you can tell, people are like Greta Gerwig fan fanatics, so it wouldn't surprise me that the critics rate it really highly. Plus, if the audience rate it highly, tells me that the movie had to been somewhat funny, because otherwise this should have been much lower.
Yeah.
But yeah, good for them. Opening weekend, Barbie made 155 million and Oppenheimer made 80 million, which I guess both are really, really high for right now because movies are not making what they used to. So good for both of those movies.
Yeah, this is the first time in a while you've seen people actually flock to theaters to see movies.
Yeah. I mean,
and they both came out the same day.
I think mainly is because people they're not marketed to nearly as much as they used to when it comes to movies. Yeah. Like, you see movies, but like you do everything you can to avoid advertisements and commercials, first of all. Like, I don't see them ever. So maybe that's why I didn't even know about the Barbie.
I mean,
the only reason I knew about Oppenheimer is because I saw people kind of talking about it. Like, I think I saw a preview somewhere. But other than that, like, I don't, most of these movies that come out, I don't even know they come out.
The Barbie marketing was amazing. It was so good that I was following the marketing. Wow.
That's very exciting.
Yeah, they did a really good job with it.
All right, moving on from movies. But yeah, stay tuned for those because that'll be really good. There is another movie called Sounds of Freedom.
Yes. You
have a lot of information about this.
I do. So, super excited to see Sounds of Freedom. We also have not seen it yet. It is about Tim Ballard's life. So, he was in the FBI targeting all these people, basically doing like child trafficking and human trafficking. When he was working for the FBI, they were locking these people up, but they weren't saving the kids, and that's what he was really passionate about. So he left the FBI. He founded his own company called Operation Underground Railroad, which goes and saves these children from these operations, not just locking up the predators, but saving the children. He has an amazing life. They're already working on a second movie right now, but he partnered with Angel Productions, which is kind of more of a conservative leaning production company, and Jim Caviezel plays Tim Ballard in the movie. So it's going to be a very, very, very hard one to watch, similar to watching Unplanned. But I think it's incredibly important for everyone to go see it. Everyone needs to see that this is a huge problem in our country specifically. And that if we raise awareness to it, hopefully we can, start preventing it and start saving these children more. A lot of controversy around it. So people have been buying tickets for Sounds of Freedom, for Sound of Freedom, excuse me. Angel Productions has been raising money for people to go see the movie for free, just get the word out there. They had a hard time getting into theaters. No streaming services wanted it. And now that they're in theaters, there's rumors of people going to the theater and the theater's going, oh, hey, sorry, our AC is out. Like, you can't watch the movie. And people being like, no, that's fine. Like, we don't mind. And like, nope, we already refunded your tickets. Like, go home. Even though the AC is working in that lobby where they're having that conversation. People have gone to the theater to see Sound of Freedom and they say, oh, we're having a technical difficulty refunding your tickets. I'm like, oh, can we move to a different theater? We really want to see this movie. Oh, nope, technical difficulties. So there's been this huge active push to stop people from seeing this movie. In addition to that, all of the left-wing media has been shitting all over Sound of Freedom. The only press it gets is negative press saying that Tim and Jim are part of QAnon, that they're QAnon sympathizers, that they're alt-right extremists, all this awful stuff about them. And it's getting out there so people don't watch it. So definitely, please go watch it. You can go to angelproductions.com if you want to get free tickets. But I think it's definitely something worth spending your money on. It's been doing really well in box office. Even last weekend with Barbie and Oppenheimer, it was still number 3 for box office sales.
Yeah.
Beating Mission Impossible
134
and Indiana
million.
Jones.
Yeah, $134 million to date. So
yeah,
that's pretty crazy considering all of the attempts to censor it.
Mm-hmm. And it's a true story, which is just like even crazier. So yeah, please go see it.
It's very odd and kind of cringeworthy that certain people want to try and silence like visibility on the topic. It doesn't make sense to me, and it's actually quite creepy.
I think it makes perfect sense. I think it shows that they're involved in it, and that's why they don't want you to bring light to it. I know it doesn't. Isn't that creepy and cringe? No, it is. I become more of a conspiracy theorist like day by day. Like, I'm convinced everyone trying to silence this movie is in on it and is a part of these rings, but it's awful. Go see the movie. Go support Tim Ballard, Jim Caviezel. You can also go to Operation Underground Railroad and donate to them. They also have volunteer opportunities, and they also have opportunities on there for you to be able to screen the movie with your friends and family.
Sweet.
Yes.
Awesome. Okay, moving on to some political stuff. The reason you guys are here, okay?
Aliens.
And Joe Biden. I'm just kidding. Aliens. Okay, so what about these aliens?
Okay, so literally yesterday and today, brand spanking news, there was a congressional hearing where the whistleblower came out and talked to Congress all about aliens, openly admitted that the U.S. had alien craft, openly admitted that the U.S. has biological substances. It's their way of getting around saying like alien bodies.
Right.
So they have craft and bodies of aliens that they're currently studying that's completely beyond what humans are capable of. And it's definitely not from other countries.
That is insane. Do we have some sound bites?
We do.
Yes, we do.
If you believe we have crashed craft, stated earlier, do we have the bodies of the pilots who piloted this craft?
As I've stated publicly already in my News Nation interview, biologics came with some of these recoveries. Yeah.
Were they, I guess, human or non-human biologics?
Non-human, and that was the assessment of people with direct knowledge on the program I talked to that are currently still on the program.
And was this documentary evidence, this video, photos, eyewitness? Like, how would that be determined?
The specific documentation I would have to talk to you in a skiff about.
Yeah, so that's crazy. To be honest, we all knew it ever since Area 51, though.
Here's what I'm going to say about it. Why? You remember a couple years ago in the middle of COVID, the U.S. just like dropped that little nugget about aliens?
Yeah.
They use the alien gotcha anytime they're trying to divert attention from something else. So my brain immediately, again, conspiracy theorist again, my brain immediately goes to, what are you trying to deter us from seeing?
Right now?
Yeah. I don't know what it is yet. But it's the same thing that happened with the sub last month.
Aliens?
It was, the Hunter Biden scandal.
No, I know.
Aliens every month. It's a diversion tactic. Like, we all knew this all along. No one's shocked by it. It's like people were seeing it in the news and everyone's just like, yeah.
Yeah, at this point,
that checks out.
My thing is we've seen so much crazy the last 3 years that anything is possible.
Exactly. But I think,
and also, like, I don't know. I've always believed in aliens, so.
Mm-hmm. They're using the aliens to hide something.
Yeah.
We shall find out.
Next time on Pure Hypotheticals. Just kidding. Copyrighted.
Yes.
We have Mitch McConnell. What was that? He kind of just he was in the middle of a press conference and he was talking and stopped and didn't say another thing and was staring off into the distance.
He just like short circuited.
To be honest, I was nervous he was having a stroke. Like from the video, it looks like he's having a stroke.
It does.
So
it does.
What happened to him? Because he had some previous health problems, didn't he? So
a couple months ago, he fell and hit his head really hard, and people are believing this is a repercussion of that. They've not officially come out and told us why that happened. They're, again, trying to make sure we don't pay attention to it. So, I mean, I feel bad for him. I really do. Watching the video is heartbreaking. Like, you can tell he is stuck in his body and he can't think or move or speak. At the same time, I think this is a fantastic example that shows that all of our leadership in Congress, our presidents, our senators, our congressmen are all way too fucking old.
Yeah.
And we need
term
to put,
limits and limitation on age.
There has to be an age limitation. We put an age limitation on how old you can be to run for president. There needs to be a cap as well.
Yeah, I felt so bad. Like, it reminded me of like my grandpa who like forgot where he was or something. Like, yeah, it was heartbreaking.
You're not fit to be in office.
Yeah.
Go sit at a lake house with your children and your grandchildren and like enjoy the last years you have on Earth.
Yeah, I
don't be working.
Even the people that aren't like fit, like Fetterman and stuff, like these people got to leave.
No, I feel terrible for all of them, even Joe Biden.
It's almost like I feel like almost like their loved ones put them on there for the sheer power or like status of it or something.
That's the only thing that I can think of. Like, yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, so, okay, moving on. What is this? What is Alex Early? What is this?
Cory's so out of the loop. Okay, so Alex Earl, she is the most famous TikToker at the moment.
Oh, that's why I don't know. Okay, that makes more sense. Good, I like it.
She is a huge influencer that blew up over the last like year and a half or so. So she is dating an NFL player. He plays for Miami, okay? They hard launched themselves like a couple weeks ago at the ESPN Awards. They said they weren't exclusive, but like they look pretty exclusive. Then Alex, so this is why it's controversial, or it's just news. Alex has been in the Hamptons with all of her friends, partying in Montauk. And she was at a club, and there's videos of her making out with this guy. And everyone's like, ooh, that's not her boyfriend. Her boyfriend's at training camp right now. Who is this guy? Who is this guy? People investigate. It's a 17-year-old kid. Also, mind you, she's like 23 or 24 or something. A 17-year-old kid who is in the club, his family is the owners and the creators of the DKNY brand.
Wow.
Yeah. It's pop culture, like, big. Like, oh, my God.
Oh, here's my surprise face.
Thank
I'm just
you.
Kidding.
Also, she definitely made that 17-year-old boys' like, dreams come true.
Well, good for him.
Think of it as in, like...
Is she hot?
Oh, my God, yeah.
Oh, okay. Then good for him.
She is, like, absolutely beautiful. Every girl right now is trying to be Alex Girl. Think of it as if, like, you were a middle schooler and Britney Spears made out with you.
Wow.
It's, like, that big.
Oh, dear. We are in trouble.
So, anxious to see how Alex makes a comeback from making out with a minor in the middle of a club.
Well, I want to go back to talking about Joe Biden.
Okay. What did he do?
His commander dog keeps biting all the people.
I thought his dog was name was General. Oh, this is a new dog.
Oh, he's got another dog or something.
Okay.
And it's biting people.
So his last dog General was biting everyone. And now he has a new dog named Commander who's biting everyone.
Yeah, so he just likes getting dogs biting everyone. Maybe the dog misunderstands the difference between sniff and bite, because Joe's teaching the dog to sniff children. I tried to make it. I tried to link the two,
really hard.
but yeah, it didn't. Yeah. Just biting. Dog's biting.
I heard that this new dog Commander bit a Secret Service agent and sent them to the emergency room.
I'm sorry.
I think Joe Biden can afford dog trainers. I'm just going to throw that out there. You're the president. I think you've got some connections.
General, where are you? Stop biting kids. All right, more Biden news. We're going to get all the Biden stuff out of here. Hunter Biden's plea deal fell through, and not for the reasons you thought. So both sides tried to save the deal. They finally came to an agreement, but the judge actually denied the negotiation.
Oh.
Yeah, saying, I cannot accept the plea agreement today, saying she had concerns about the parties seemingly linking the tax plea agreement to resolving a felony gun charge. During the proceedings, prosecutors confirmed that the investigation into biting was still ongoing. So is the judge kind of felt flimsy about it because it was supposed to be like kind of like a sweetheart deal. Both sides didn't really know what they wanted. They finally got to know, but it was like too late to where it wasn't really hard. It wasn't really nailed down. So it was like, this is rushed. I don't like it. I'm stopping this shit.
Good on her.
Yeah, I'm
I like
good.
it.
Yeah. Plus, I think the judge should just say, okay, Hunter, you're going to jail. There's no Parmesan in there.
Yes.
That's what I think.
Send
And you also
him
should
to
give all of your
jail.
money to your kid that you don't think is your kid.
Yes.
Okay. More Hunter Biden news. He was doing crack cocaine in the White House. I'm just kidding. We can't prove it.
I mean, he had cocaine in the White House.
Yeah, but he did. Well,
They won't
it was
admit
left there.
it's his.
No, the problem is it might just be Joe's.
Do you think Joe is doing crack?
That's the only way they can keep him upright. That's it.
I mean, maybe his son is his dealer.
Right? Like, Hunter, like, just leave it in the Oval Office.
Like,
I'll find it later.
Between the two of them, they fumble the pass.
Put it under the flowery lamp on the side.
Did you know they
Here's
evacuated
the
a
thing.
whole freaking wing?
You know what's really funny? If you cannot find out of like 100 to 150 people who left cocaine in the White House, that's a problem. As like the DOJ, FBI, and you can't figure that shit out of 100 people in a room that has cameras in every inch of it, and you can't figure out how the cocaine got there, it may be a cover-up.
Yeah, obviously.
Just saying.
Duh. This is how it went. Secret Service 1000% saw on the cameras that Hunter dropped his coke. They reported it. That wing was evacuated. They did an extensive search. Everyone knew it was Hunter's coke. And then the press secretary probably came over and been like, guys, it's really hard for us to determine whose exactly this is, right? While probably holding a gun to their head. And they all said, right.
Yep, the world's worst press secretary. Coringe.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Coringe Jean-Pierre.
Yep. Yeah, she's horrible.
Yeah, I guarantee.
They're all horrible. We
They
need these
all
people
know.
out of here. These people, here's the weirdest part is I don't think these people actually do anything.
Oh, definitely not.
You know, it's just the faces of the people who actually do stuff. It's so...
Biden spent 40% of his presidency on vacation.
Bro.
Like,
Okay. Moving on. You want to
Okay.
talk about some Hillary Clinton?
yes. Okay, so, as you've all noticed, we're in a heat wave right now. Everywhere and everywhere. So, Hillary Clinton is blaming this on MAGA Republicans. She tweeted out saying that MAGA Republicans were to blame for the heat wave and that we should vote them out.
Yeah, she's a dumb bitch.
Yeah, obviously. Enough said.
Oh, that's it.
That's all we need to say about her.
that's Hillary.
We all
Yeah.
know the facts.
Yeah, I would say that she's not unbearable. What is the word? What is the word?
Deplorable.
Oh yeah, she's deplorable. That's what she is.
Oh, second Hillary Clinton story. Did you hear the conspiracy about her chef?
No.
Okay, her chef was this giant, beefy, like, chef dude. Big dude. Swimmer. Loved to swim. Recently, he drowned in a lake. Funny story, the Obama's chef also drowned in a lake.
Wow, that's a lot of chefs drowning in lakes.
I know. Yeah.
No,
The
what
chef-
happened is the chefs saw something they weren't supposed to, and then they killed him.
Yeah. He was paddleboarding in a lake, fell off his paddleboard, and drowned.
No.
Even though he was an avid swimmer.
That's like a dinner party. Like, oh yeah, my chef died in swimming the other day. Really? Mine did too.
Did
What?
we hire the same crazy
Oh
hitman
my
to kill
g-
both of our chefs
Right.
and they repeated the same incident on accident?
Ugh.
So, anywho,
Crazy people.
fun stuff. I want to talk about music.
Yeah, do it.
Okay, so Jason Aldean, we all know him. We all love him. He just released a song called Try That in a Small Town. It's amazing. The song goes on and says, like, hey, you can... It's basically about the 2020 BLM riots, right? Like, you can punch an old lady in the face, you can vandalize, you can do all this, but, like, you can't do that in a small town. Like, people will stand up against you, right? Great message. Leftists, everyone came out and said, this is racist. This is, he's calling for lynching of black people, all these things. First of all, if you think the lyrics of that song are just talking about black people, you're the racist.
Yeah, that's prejudice
To
assumptions, guys.
assume that it's black people who are punching grannies in the face and whatnot. So, racist of you. It wasn't racist song at all. But we did notice today that his music video, the original one, had clips of the BLM riots from 2020. the music video got changed, no longer has those clips in it.
Wow.
So I don't think he's kowtowing because his wife is Brittany Aldean that has the whole the conservative clothing brand. Like she literally calls herself like conservative Barbie and stuff. They're really, really, really conservative. And she's definitely never apologized for anything. So I don't know if it was like if they got hit with like a copyright from using it from a specific like news source or something. I don't think they're kowtowing. I don't think he's apologizing. But we don't know the answer of why he changed his music video to not have the BLM footage in it.
Yeah, makes sense. It was probably news outlets, to be honest with you.
That's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking news outlets got really pissed. He used their media.
Yeah, probably.
And they just got hit with like 20,000 lawsuits.
Yeah.
But it's a good song. Check it out.
All right. Talk about Miss Italy, because I don't know anything about this.
Okay. So, I don't know if we talked about this last month or not, but the Netherlands crowned a transgender man as Miss Netherlands. Okay?
Yes.
To represent their country in Miss Universe.
Woman.
This is a really fucking ugly
I
woman.
am a woman.
That's what she looks like. He looks like he talks like that, okay?
I like my woman.
He is not very pretty. Let's just say that. It's a bag over the head situation. Italy has come out with a statement because they're having their pageant pretty soon that said Miss Italy will only allow biological women to compete in their pageants.
Woo!
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 Another reason why we love Italy.
Let's go.
Pasta, wine, know what a woman is.
Let's go.
Love it.
Okay. Twitter
Yes.
is getting rebranded, I think, or something. No one really knows, but it's X. That's it. It's just X. Just a white X on a black background. It's X.
Why is it called X?
I don't know. I think Elon Musk is getting into the AI game, and he's trying this rebrand. I don't know how I feel about it. So everyone on Twitter, especially like, crypto Twitter and everything, because there's like a lot of they're all like crypto Elon Maxis. Mm-hmm. So like everyone is like rebranding their Twitter pages and all this stuff. And if you go to x.com, it brings you back to Twitter. We're really not sure what it is, and it hasn't been announced. Like Elon Musk's profile picture is an X, and he's released kind of like this teaser video, but we don't know what it is.
He's bringing up X-Men. Kaboom.
I don't know. Well, we'll see. It's still kind of up in the air. I don't know if I agree with the whole rebrand. I mean, I agree with like maybe like a rebrand as far as color change and maybe style change, but not necessarily Twitter. I think you should keep it Twitter.
I feel about this the same as I feel of Facebook turning into Meta. I think it's fucking stupid.
Well, Facebook is Facebook, but Meta's the company who runs Facebook. It's kind of like that.
I thought Facebook was renamed Meta.
No, it's Facebook. Meta is the company that runs Facebook.
God, it's so confusing.
Yeah. So, I don't know. We'll keep you updated when I know more, but I'm just kind of hesitantly watching from aside.
Interesting. Okay. We've got some Nashville news.
Yeah, go for it.
So, Garth Brooks. Please tell me you know who Garth Brooks is.
Of course.
Thank you. So,
I got friends in low places where the
whiskey flows and the beer
chases my booze away. Okay, we all know Garth Brooks. Keep going.
Okay, so Garth Brooks, he is it was an existing building. He is creating a bar called Friends in New Places, downtown Nashville on Broadway. We saw it when we were out last weekend.
Yeah.
You know how we were confused about what was going up next to it?
That's because that's the police station.
Yes. So Garth Brooks is building his bar called Friends in New Places. And he decided that he was going to build a small sub station for Nashville Metro Police Department to have a station on Lower Broadway.
I love that.
It's really nice.
I love it.
It's also like really surprising because Garth Brooks is liberal. So the fact that he's liberal, but he's also like, I respect our police departments and I know they need more and I'm going to give this to them.
Yeah.
That was really nice. I liked it.
Good news.
Shows not all liberals are crazy.
No, liberals aren't crazy. Leftists are crazy.
Yeah. He did say he was going to serve Bud Light.
Oh, well, that's a problem.
He said he was going to serve all beer and it wasn't his decision to decide what people drink.
Okay.
So I'm like, open market kind of, I'll give it to you. Yes. And Snow White is becoming another live action remake.
Live action woke.
Basically. So Snow White is being played by a Latino. She's really talented. So I'm not mad about the casting. She looks really similar to Snow White. She has a phenomenal voice. I'm okay with her casting. Like, she was definitely the best person for the job, okay? What I'm not okay with is the 7 dwarves. Pictures got leaked of them filming. The 7 dwarves look like they just came out of a DE&I convention.
They probably did.
You have an actual dwarf. You've got a black person. You've got an Asian person. You've got a Mexican person. You've got a black female. And then some kind of like homeless hippie looking thing.
Well, that's awesome. We'll just get more of the things that we don't need, like Little Mermaid and etc.
Yeah, they look nothing like the dwarves, which I don't expect them to look exactly like the dwarves, but it's very obvious. They're like, we want everyone to feel included. We need one of everything, including a transgender. Like, it's really obvious.
Not down with it.
Yeah, and the photos were leaked, and Disney was like, that's not us, blah, blah, blah. And then 2 days later, Disney was like, oh shit, sorry. Yeah, that was us.
That's beautiful.
I know.
What else we got?
Okay.
Got some Dylan Mulvaney stuff.
Yes. So, quick on Dylan Mulvaney. It's not a monthly scoop without him. A CNN reporter.
Hey. Her.
Whatever. CNN reporter named Ryan Young was fired by CNN because he accidentally misgendered Dylan.
Yep, we got a soundbite here. Check this out.
Like the way Dylan Mulvaney was treated after this whole controversy started. He, of course, is the transgender person they were going to sponsor and go along with Bud Light. They didn't like how Bud Light didn't stand by him after all this.
Yeah.
I hear a he and a him in there.
Him and he and ha and la 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 la.
Yeah, so he got fired over that. And then CNN issued this, like, groveling apology to Dylan Mulvaney on their show.
Yeah, it's gross. Gross.
Yes.
Also, Dylan was not in the U.S. Dylan Mulvaney was actually in South America, exploring different cultures. We actually have a soundbite that I'm sorry. I'm gonna in advance just say sorry.
Hi, is this an okay time? Okay, surprise! I'm in Peru, and I'm at Machu Picchu. Isn't this just so beautiful? I'm here by myself, and I used to do a ton of solo traveling. I'm telling you, it's the best. If you could ever do a solo trip somewhere, it is such a good way to get to know yourself better. But I came here to feel something, you know what I mean? And I definitely have. I've done shaman ceremonies that were like 10 years worth of therapy. It was wild. I've seen a lot of llamas, and the people here are so kind. I feel very safe here. It's a little sad that I had to leave my country to feel safe, but that will get better eventually. And I am dying for some Trader Joe's rolled chili lime chips, but other than that, I am so content. Still haven't been kissed yet, but I'm holding out hope. And most of all, you know, this trip has me feeling like I'm my own best friend again. And that is the best feeling in the world. And I hope that you feel that way about yourself too.
So, Dylan's exploring other cultures because he felt threatened being in the U.S., the post-Bud Light controversy. So he fled to other countries.
It's a cringe.
I don't think South America is as liberal as the U.S.
Well, you're just a few countries away, and they hang gay people and trans people.
Yeah, whatever.
So
accepting.
yeah. Yas,
Yes.
queen.
Okay, last story of this month. So we've talked about how WAG was on strike. That's the Writers Guild. This month, SAG-AFTRA has joined them in their strike. So the writers are striking. Is it a big deal? I mean, like, kind of, but the actors weren't, right? So stuff was still being made. Stuff was still being produced. They were getting in the way of some filming, but not a ton. It was mostly just for, like, the live shows, like the SNLs, the late Friday night shows, all that kind of stuff. Now that the actors have joined the strike, this is incredibly detrimental to the entire entertainment community. So now that actors are striking, that means all productions have stopped everywhere. So no one can produce, no one can film, which means camera operators, gaffers, producers, PAs, all these people are now jobless. They are part of a union themselves that's not striking. They can't go work non-union work. The other people who they're supposed to be working with are striking. So now they don't have a source of income. And I think it's incredibly ridiculous that the writers and the actors who make the most money are striking and not thinking about how they're putting their other filmmakers' livelihoods at risk.
It's because it's not about the people who help them film. It's about them.
Exactly. I want to look important. Like, whoa me, Netflix only gave me $2.3 million for my movie. I wanted more. And it's like, yeah, the gaffer who worked like 16-hour days on your movie didn't get paid that much. $200 like contract day, you know? Like, they're not making that kind of money. But
Yeah.
you didn't get enough millions. You didn't get enough zeros on that paycheck from Netflix and Amazon. You're demanding more money, and this is what's happening.
The whole Hollywood ecosystem, the entertainment ecosystem, is about to go through a very significant change and get back to its roots on how it's supposed to function.
I really hope so.
There's way too many psychopaths in Hollywood.
Oh, everyone's a friggin' narcissist. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, there's way too many psychopaths.
Yeah. But that's the end of our monthly scoop, guys.
Yeah, what did you think? We ran through a little bit quicker for you. It was beautiful, though. It was just lovely.
Yeah, we
I
got
enjoyed
lots of
myself.
things going on.
Yeah.
As a reminder, we have bi-weekly show uploads on Wednesdays. Season 4, episode 12 will be on August 16th.
And we will have a movie review for you.
Oh my god, I wonder who it is.
Is it Barbie? Is it Sound of Freedom? You'll
Is
never
it
know.
Oppenheimer?
Oh, well, there's that
Is
too.
it all
Yeah.
three?
All three? I don't know. I
Who
don't know.
knows?
Hey guys, thank you so much for listening to this week's episode of the Strive Nation podcast with your hosts Cory, Estreen, and Taylor Huff.
Make sure you follow us on all social media platforms at Strive Nation Pod on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube.
Join us for our next episode in 2 weeks. And remember, when the world is upside down, Strive Nation is right side up for you guys. Have a good one.